slightly salty, slightly sweet, savory. I love bibimbap because it does satisfy so many different things.
안녕하세요. 인사이트 코리아입니다. 밥은 한국인에게 무척 상징적인 의미를 갖습니다. 밥 먹었냐? 밥 잘 챙겨 먹어라. 언제 밥 한 번 먹자. 밥은 먹고 하냐? 밥 하나로도 다양한 의미의 표현이 가능하며 상대방에 대한 애정을 드러내는 매개체인데요. 이런 한국인들의 밥이 미국에서도 놀라운 의미로 조명되고 있습니다. 최근 CBS 뉴스에서는 한 유명 틱톡 스타이자 요리 블로거의 행보를 집중 취재했는데요. 그녀의 감동적인 메시지가 많은 미국인들을 감동시키며 현재 그녀의 팔로워는 200만 명이 넘도록 늘어났다고 합니다. 과연 이 유명 블로거가 한국 요리를 통해 전하고자 하는 메시지는 무엇이었을까요? 해당 영상 지금부터 소개해드리겠습니다.
One Korean American woman has been trying to break down barriers by sharing her own family's culture and history using TikTok videos. She founded the Korean Vegan Food Blog. Welcome, Joanne. Thanks very much for being with us. You have built an enormous following of more than 2 million people on TikTok, in part by telling stories about your family or addressing issues of racism, all while preparing food. And why do this through food videos of all things?
Yeah, I mean, I am a food blogger. I started the Korean Vegan in 2016 when I went vegan and, I wanted to veganize Korean food. And what I realized was that particularly during the pandemic, when we could no longer have dinner parties, that conversations at the dinner table, conversations with friends, with colleagues, or people that you might meet, they were not happening anymore. And I wanted to recreate that experience virtually. So it's almost like here, you can't actually come to my dinner table, but I'm going to make you some food anyway through my TikTok video. And it'll be just like you're sitting across the table from me, enjoying some of this delicious food. And of course, having some engaging, meaningful, and perhaps memorable discussion.
It's funny, my producer Ayana and I were looking at some of your videos, and over the phone we were both talking about how hungry we were looking through because it looks amazing, some of these dishes you're preparing. Joanne, are there any misconceptions about Asian Americans or Korean Americans that you've tried to address through your videos?
I think more than misconceptions, what I'm trying to do is broaden my audience's understanding of the Asian American or Korean American experience. And part of that begins with food, right? So a lot of times when people find out I'm Korean, the first thing they say is, oh, I've had bulgogi or galbi, which is Korean barbecue, as if that's the, be all and end all of Korean cuisine. And what I try to do is show people that Korean cuisine is so much more than Korean barbecue, obviously, partly because I'm vegan, but also just because Korean cuisine has such a great breadth and history when it comes to all sorts of different vegetables and carbohydrates and other parts of the food group that I want people to be aware of. I think the other thing that I really want to get across to people is that we may look a little bit different and our language may be a little bit different. Our food may smell completely different, but there is a lot that is alike between us and other people, that there's so much that's relatable on an emotional level, and that relatability is what allows people to engage and to really build connection, which is what I think is sort of missing, particularly now with the pandemic.
조안 리 몰리나로는 이렇듯 한국에 대한 편견을 없애고 한국 음식과 문화를 알리는 데 앞장서는 인물로도 활동하지만 본업은 시카고에 본사를 둔 미국 로펌 폴리 앤 라드너의 변호사이기도 한데요. 한편 시카고에서 한국의 밥에 대해 알리기 위해 앞장서는 한국인은 그녀뿐만이 아니라고 합니다. 한식에 대한 자부심으로 밥이라는 명칭을 그대로 살려 한식 푸드트럭 밥바를 시작한 데이비드 김 역시 한식의 맛을 인정받아 시카고 지역의 명물을 소개하는 방송 시카고스 베스트에 소개된 바 있는데요.
Most people have to fly to Korea to get a taste of their delicious food. But in Chicago, we are blessed with food trucks that highlight Asian flavors. Trucks like Boppa. 감사합니다, Sonia. 감사합니다. So let's talk about your food truck.
All right,
let's talk about Boppa.
Pop means a rice. It's like a rice bar.
Okay.
The pop is more than just a rice. It's like a meal. Before I studied a food truck, I ran a dental laboratory. So I was bored.
You were bored with doing dental implants?
Yeah, I was
Crazy, man.
It was not fun, so I was looking for something fun. So I traveled 2 hours every weekend to work in the food truck. I meet a lot of people, they're hungry, I feed them, they're happy, and I'm happy. Hello, how are you, sir? 불고기 burrito, please. $10, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
Before you and I get on the truck, why are you Chicago's best food truck? Why are you Chicago's best food truck?
We are unique. K-pop, K-dance, these days, everything starts with the K. So we're gonna like spread K-food to the Chicago.
He's bringing Korea to Chicago.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on and cook with a K. So this is our bulgogi,
Yeah, that is a thin sliced ribeye beef.
and it's been marinating overnight.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're gonna mix some garlic. You just mix them.
Give it a little massage.
Yeah. This is a sesame oil. Just a little bit of sesame oil on that.
이어 해당 방송에서는 김이 모락모락 나는 뜨거운 밥부터 그 위에 다양하게 어우러지는 영양만점 채소와 맛깔나게 구워낸 불고기를 조리하고 소스와 함께 담아내는 정성어린 과정을 소개했습니다. 그리고 역시 비빔밥에서 빼놓으면 섭섭한 계란 후라이까지 올려 완성된 모습을 담아냈죠.
Do you mix everything up?
Yeah.
Do you break the egg?
What you need to do is just mix them all thoroughly together.
Clink. Slightly salty, slightly sweet, savory. I love bibimbap because it does satisfy so many different things.
I feel proud of my country's food, like a Korean food. Good balance, like a meat and vegetables.
It excites the palate. So if you're having a humdrum day in the office downtown and you need something to spice up your life at lunchtime, Bopbar's got you covered.
최근 팬데믹으로 인해 세계적으로 단절은 더욱 심해지고 여러모로 팍팍한 시기가 계속되고 있습니다. 그런 만큼 서구권에서는 각종 갈등과 혐오, 인종차별 문제도 더욱 심각해지고 있죠. 하지만 이런 시기 속에서도 조안리와 데이비드 김처럼 문화적, 인종적 장벽을 넘어 세계의 한국 문화를 알리고 사회의 화합의 메시지를 전하는 이들이 있어 감사한 생각이 드는 소식이었습니다. 그 어느 말보다도 따뜻한 정과 관심을 담고 있는 말, 해외에서도 한국의 밥 한 끼에 담긴 따스함에 공감하는 이들이 더욱 늘어나기를 바라겠습니다. 지금까지 인사이트 코리아였습니다. 감사합니다.